got two guys on the Ravens coming back from Achilles, and Steve Smith Sr. and Terrell Suggs. You yourself suffered an Achilles injury in your last year of your career. What are these guys up against coming back, especially at the respective ages of 37 and 33?
I don't put anything past either one of those guys. When I blew out my Achilles tendon, I sat there, and the minute I realized it was my tendon, I was done. That was it. The only way I would come back was if the Mara and the Tisch family really, really wanted me to come back. I would have honored my contract and tried to come back. But it felt like air was let out of a tire. I don't have a tire, and I don't know what that really feels like in literal sense. But if I could think of what it felt like when I popped a tire before, I heard what it sounded like. That's what I compared it to in my head, and I still don't feel like I had the bounce and that foot that I did before I blew my Achilles tendon. Now that's just me. People's bodies react to injuries and traumas differently. I've seen people come back and be able to have successful careers. I know for me, I would look at it more from a long-term perspective. Can they come back and play well? What are they up against? Well, they're up against dealing with the maintenance and the pain that they're going to deal with playing with a repaired tendon, which is the biggest one in your body, by the way. But to me, I look at these guys, and it's more long-term. Like, will they be able to get through a season or two? Steve Smith could get through 3-4 more seasons. That's just how tough he is. Terrell Suggs, same thing. It's just how tough those guys are. It's just reason to know that putting that wear and tear on something that has been prepared, you're going to have to deal with the long-standing effects of that type of an injury. And I'll tell you what, every once in a while, it took me like 3 years for me to feel normal after I ruptured mine, and it was not a game. That's some different type of pain. I've never been a crier. I actually had moments where tears were coming out of my eyes because of how painful that injury was. And so, but you know what? With that being said, again, everybody reacts to things differently. So I can't imagine they wouldn't come back and have enough pride in them. If they're coming out there to play, that they wouldn't play at as high a level as they possibly can, which is probably good enough for them to improve that team this year.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.